We are so excited to be here and give a sneak peek of our concert. So we'll chat with you all later, but we have some shredding to do, right, Paul?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Woo! There. Yes, thank you. Hello, everybody. What a way to wake up, huh?
I know, seriously.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. Quick apology to those on Instagram. We tried doing a dual stream and the sound wasn't the quality we wanted. So I know we're vertical, but we're both here and leaning in for you. Before we continue on to our program, which I really hope is a big treat for you all, Paul, why don't you talk a little bit about how we met and what we're doing today and this weekend?
Okay, so, where to begin? So, Carolyn and I actually met through something known as the Cello Madness Congress, like, more than 3 years ago, actually, and the Cello Madness Congress, for those of you who don't know, it was created by a good friend of ours. His name is Joey Chang, goes by the name of Cello Joe on Spotify. He's a beatboxing cellist, and he started this whole group where a giant number of cellists congregate, and we do a bunch of craziness, like things like, it's basically Cello Unleashed, basically. Think of it that way. And Carolyn and I were both part of this, and then we actually got introduced through this. And I actually started collaborating with Carolyn back in May of 2021 when I started something of my own called Celli. So Celli is the SoCal branch off from the Cello Madness from Northern California, because Joey passed on the torch to me to start something here in Southern California. So Celli is the same thing, Cellos Unleashed, but unlimited creativity of collaborations, and we also battle and improvise with each other, so it's a really fun time. And the music we're playing for you guys, actually, this is our first, it's our first time doing a fully, no classical music in it whatsoever. It's a lot of shredding. We're going to be doing things from, like, famous TV show, like from Metallica. We're going to be doing some video game music that you'll hear, too. And we also have a very special surprise at the very end of the stream for you guys, too, actually. Don't we?
Yeah. Yes, we have a fun surprise. And we really want to showcase the cello in different ways, different genres, and show what the combination of our classical training with our love for other genres, when you merge that together, this is what happens. So we'll check in with you guys in a bit. Shall we continue?
Yes.
All right. Time to
yes
to talk at you all a little more and let our fingers catch up. So as Paul told a beautiful origin story about our duet, we go by the name Celli A Deux, and if you look on YouTube, you'll see the name of our group and also a QR code. And that code will take you to a landing page where you can learn more about the group. And if you feel so inclined, after this virtual show, you can leave a donation. Think of it like a virtual tip jar. And in Instagram, I meant to put it in the chat before we started streaming. And that did not occur. If only you could see our living room right now. There's a lot of... You don't see any of it. You don't see the magic. That's why it's magic. So, and just to give you an idea, some people don't know what the name... We get questions about the name. Folie à deux is a French term for joint madness. So, Celli A Deux is joint cellos, which we thought was really great for a duo. And, you know, we're a little mad over here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. In the most creative and awesome ways. So if you can't tell, we're having a lot of fun doing this. We have a lot of fun working together. And while I do what I was supposed to do and add our link into the Instagram chat, Paul, why don't you tell people where we are and what's happening on Sunday?
Oh, okay. So, even though I am based in California in Orange County in Irvine, I came here to Las Vegas to visit my lovely friend here, the Cello Doll, also known as Carolyn. And what I'm doing here is we are preparing for actually this Sunday at Our Lady of Las Vegas Church here in Las Vegas. It's a beautiful church venue. We are doing a live concert there for the church. This is actually going to be our second time performing for the church, and they've been so gracious to invite us back, and we're looking forward to it. So what you're getting a taste of right now is only part of our program. We've omitted some of the more interesting pieces because, you know, that's for saving. This is why it's called a sneak peek. Funny story about this live stream, though. The reason why it's called a surprise is, you know, one day, you know, one of our friends was like, "Hey, you know, you guys should do a surprise live stream. You know, that'll give people a chance to see the repertoire and get you guys a chance to, you know, get used to playing the different repertoire. You know, especially since, you know, we're used to playing half classical and half non-classical in our concerts. But we challenged ourselves to go up above and beyond, which we're doing completely crazy stuff, and you know." We enjoy it very much. So.
Yes.
And I'm very grateful to Carolyn for inviting me here. And
sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm not playing this music by myself.
Me neither.
I don't think it's possible.
No.
But yes, so we are going to... So you've been hearing a lot of rock stuff. It's not over yet, but we are going to take a bit... we're going to hear some things coming up from video game land, a little bit more rock and roll. And again, please consider visiting the link or the QR code on your screen. And thank you all so much. Just being here, watching us play is an incredible way to show your support. And we're very grateful that all of you are here. So on to some more music. Woo-hoo. Let's go. And we lost Instagram.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You know, I gotta tell you.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I'm playing octaves for half of this piece? I saw the screen go black as I'm about to begin my octaves.
Oh.
That's not distracting at all.
Wow.
Okay, Instagram. Why? Okay. We're gonna try this again. Rude Instagram.
Or maybe something more classy. Elevator music.
Elevator music. Thank you all for your patience. Nice. That was very pretty. All right.
Nothing like good old elevator music to soothe.
Okay. Now, everyone send good vibes to Instagram. That it works. Okay.
Don't move. Stay.
Yes, please stay. We've been playing beautiful music. Speaking of, shall we continue, Paul?
Yes.
All right.
I think they're gonna like the next one.
I think so too.
Oh! I lost a bow hair. Look at that.
You lost a bow hair?
Yes.
Oh, that means you're officially rock star status for this live stream.
Yes. And then I suppose everybody's gonna think, now smash the cello like they smash the guitar. No, that's not what these are for.
So, I know we said no classical music, but we couldn't resist putting sneaking one in there. Yes. But we promise it's not how you would traditionally expect it.
Yes. That's all we're gonna say. Nothing else.
Thank you so much. All the thoughtful words in the chat.
I see some heart emojis.
There's lots of heart emojis. Aww. Yes. Thank you so much. Woo. So, we have one more treat for all of you. This is going to be our grand finale. And then one thing I love about live streams is hanging out with you guys. So if you have any questions or anything you would like to ask about, we would be more than happy to spend a few minutes and talk with y'all. So it's time for the grand finale.
Give us a minute to set it up.
Yes, we have a set change.
Yes. Okay, Carolyn, cello me. Thank you. Okay. So we're not gonna say anything, right?
I think this finale will speak for itself, Paul.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Oh. Wow, there's a lot of emojis going on.
Lots of emojis.
Woo!
So, while tune Celli back up. For those of you who might have heard, to match the key, that was Every Teardrop is a Waterfall by Coldplay. Yes?
Yes.
And so for that to match the key of the song and to make my part a little more straightforward and to use more open strings, this is still a very difficult way to play, but it helps. We tune the C string into a low G. So an octave below our traditional G string. And if I forget to tune it back, Celli's cranky. He doesn't stay in tune. So let me fix Celli. And then we're going to take a look at the chat, see what you guys have been up to. And if you have any questions, we would love, it's to get the right angle, our devices are far away.
Yep.
So if we haven't been responding in real time, we want to make, it's a production over here. So we're gonna take a peek.
Indeed.
Thank goodness I have geared pegs, otherwise.
Yes.
Celli. And let's see what we got.
Yes. I'm enjoying all the emotes I'm seeing.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, but I can't quite tell what those emotes are.
Let's sit a little closer so we
okay,
can.
Sure.
We're gonna get cozy around this.
Oh man.
Not real fire, but it's. Okay, so we're gonna check out Instagram.
I love cellos. Aw.
Who doesn't?
Miss you,
Aw.
dear friend.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, what did you say, Robin? I wrote
that before you started. Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, thank you all so much. Okay, I don't see any questions in the chat and on Instagram, but please feel free to contribute. Let's go on over to YouTube.
Wow.
Oh,
my goodness.
Oh. Shiitake the Mushroom. How did you both become so BA? I don't know how YouTube feels about the A word in bad sass.
Bad
I will
apple.
say bad apple, bad sass.
Bad
well,
ass.
I'm gonna give a. This is kind of a boring question. Paul, why don't you come in a little closer so they can see you on Instagram?
Oh gosh. Okay.
Pretend like you like me on camera, please.
It's not you. It's the camera thingy that I'm not much of a camera person. So
that's okay.
Yeah.
How do we become the way we are, cello-wise? The boring answer is practice. Lots of practicing. Paul and I both come from a conservatory background, so kind of those techniques have helped a lot. But I think a lot of times too, especially when you want to play in other genres, you need to really listen to those genres and say, okay, how can I make that sound on cello? Because Paul and I have been talking a lot about guitar solo transcriptions.
Oh gosh.
And you, depending on your instrument, on a traditional acoustic cello, we can't bend our pitch by pulling the string. That's an example. So we have to adapt that. How can we bend the pitch on cello? Well, we do a little micro slide. So it's kind of, you kind of become a translator, I think. Do you have anything you want to add to that, Paul?
Oh, well, I mean, honestly, you have to really think outside the box sometimes, right? Because like Caroline, like she said, we both come from conservatory backgrounds. We're classically trained. That's why I said this was our first non-classical set. It was very exciting, though, I have to admit, because lots of shredding involved. But trust me, you haven't even seen the most shredding we have to do. That's for Sunday.
Sunday. I would say you all probably heard about 80% of our program tonight. I think is a safe estimate.
Yes.
And I will also also say, finding somebody who is fun to rehearse with, like Paul, like, there's sometimes we have to play with people for the day, and they're wonderful people, but there's something about playing chemistry, I think, and we rehearse very well together. I think so.
I agree.
Unless Paul leaves at night and goes, girl's crazy. This girl's whack.
We're both crazy and wacko. That's why we get along so well.
In all the best ways.
Yeah,
yes,
of course.
Yes, in the best ways.
Of course.
So, that's kind of lots of practicing, finding like-minded people, and also doing
creative stuff.
And researching, listening to other music. With a careful ear. It's not casual listening. Although that's really fun. I think you have to really listen to the sounds you're hearing and adapt them onto cello. Okay. Do you have perfect pitch?
Who are they asking to? Both of us?
I think both of us. Yeah. Do you have perfect pitch, Paul?
Yes. Actually, both me and my sister were born with it. And funny story, I believe, because I asked my mom about this. I was like, how'd you guys know we had perfect pitch? And she said apparently one day they opened the door of some place, and the door makes these weird squeaky sounds, right? And there was different pitches. And out of nowhere, my sister and I just suddenly named the pitches at a young age. We were just saying, that's like I don't remember what the pitch was because that was a long time ago, but let's give an example. Let's say a door squeaks, and I'd be like, oh, that's a C, or that's an E flat, or that's an F sharp. Or if somebody farts, I could also hear a pitch too. But but you have no idea how many people have been like, ew, you have perfect pitch. I don't want to play with you, kind of a feeling. It kind of hurts my feelings, because the truth is, I don't consider perfect pitch as anything to really be thinking competitively in a way. It's just something I was born with, but I'm very grateful for it. But I like sharing everything that I know about it with my friends and with collaborating other musicians. So even though if it's called perfect pitch, I just like to think of it as I love music to an overextended amount. I'm overly passionate. So because of that passionate drive, I'm just like a machine that'll just keep going. So yeah.
I do not have perfect pitch.
But that's okay.
And that's okay.
Yes.
I would say I'm 75 to 80% accurate.
I would say 85% actually.
Oh, thank you. Some people, it makes my day when people think I have perfect pitch, but I do not. I think through playing cello, there are certain pitches, or for example, a lot of people in orchestra, you tune to a concert A given by the oboe. And I think orchestral musicians, they hear that A so often, I'm pretty sure a lot of orchestra musicians could pick out an A. So there are certain pitches I recognize more than others, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a very good question. But again, we work very well together. One of us has it, one of us doesn't. That's just the way it is. The cats on the pictures behind you, who are they? So we have Miss Kiki and Mr. Sebastian, also known as Bash. And these... this was a birthday request that my fiance indulged me. You take a photo of your pet and they kind of print it like a paint by number. It's not quite, they don't help you that much, but it's a photograph with a lot of shading. So I painted Kiki, and my fiance William played Sebastian. Painted. Painted. So that's by William, and this is my rendition of Miss Kiki. This is, how in those like Victorian houses, you'll have your portrait over the fire. We have our cats. That's...
It'd be kind of creepy if we had, even for me, if I was in because I remember there's a cello teacher, the great Janos Starker. His students would always talk about stories about how in his studio he has like a portrait of him looking down
in his own studio.
Yeah, that's what a lot of my friends told me.
Bet a lot of people have a fun time with that one.
Oh yeah,
it says a lot about a person, but I don't know. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
have y'all heard the Claire Obscure soundtrack? I don't know that one. Do you know that one?
Claire Obscure soundtrack? Sounds very unique and interesting because the word obscure, I'm very curious.
I'm wondering if it's, let us know in the chat if that's a video game. That almost sounds like that could be some sort of video game, although I'm probably wrong. I don't know. Another question from Instagram, favorite song classic? So maybe, let's pick a classical piece and then a non-classical piece.
Okay. You want to go first this time, Carolyn?
Why do you need time to think, Paul? That's okay. That's okay. My favorite piece, and I'm gonna talk from like a playing perspective. My favorite cello piece to play is the Shostakovich Concerto No. 1. I think that will be my favorite piece forever. It's on my bucket list to play it with orchestra someday. Yeah, you gotta have those dreams, right?
Of course.
In terms of to pick a non-classical song for me or piece is really hard. I need to think about that one.
I'll let you think and I'll take my turn.
Go ahead.
So for me, my favorite classical piece, believe it or not, it's a piece that not many people would consider it as a concerto, but it is played with orchestra. It was written by Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky. Because Tchaikovsky is my most favorite composer because romantic. I know, I'm such a dramatic person. But it's called Variations on a Rococo Theme. It has 7 variations and it has like a really cool, I'm going to just say bad bass because we're on YouTube, bad bass passage where you get what I'm saying. It's like all octaves at the end and it's like such a grand finale finish. And it was the concerto that actually won me several competitions, and I performed it with at least 3 different orchestras, or maybe it was 4, I forget. But
that's awesome.
That's my favorite classical piece. Now, as far as my non-classic, I need my cello for this just because you guys would recognize this bass line probably better. So, my favorite non-classical has a bass line that goes like this. Sing very well, but I'll do something. You hear me? Yeah, so Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive. Because that helped me survive the coronavirus times of COVID.
You didn't want to pick a non-falsetto voice range for that?
No, because every time I've sang that song, it was usually back in music camps when we went to karaoke, and I was already kind of tipsy, so it was easier for me to do it. Just pretend I drank, okay? I mean, like I said, I wasn't gonna do a good job of singing it, so.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that's so fun. In terms of a popular, oh man. I think one of my favorites, and I don't think this is going to surprise everyone, it's because you have to understand, and I feel like when I say this, I feel old. And I know, okay, don't come at me. I know I'm not old, but saying like, back in my day when this song came out, like that's what I'm talking about. So when this song came out, it like revolutionized alternative music, which is Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. The Black Parade. It just, I don't know, like whenever that song came on, like people from my school in high school, like we would lose it. Like to a song to like have that kind of feeling. So I like that song for kind of what it stands for in that memory. Someone asked, did you arrange the Vivaldi? No, we did not. That is an arrangement by 2 cellos. You actually heard a lot of 2 cellos today.
Yeah.
So the pieces we played by 2 cellos, they call that one Vivaldi Storm. It's from the Vivaldi Four Seasons, but kind of with a twist. Another, you heard Smooth Criminal. That was a 2 cellos arrangement. And Welcome to the Jungle was a 2 cellos. You also heard some Apocalyptica. We did Fade to Black, which is a Metallica song arranged. One more question. What do you think about Hauser? So Hauser is one of the members of 2 cellos who's really taken off on a solo cello career. Also, this is random. Don't you feel like we're on a podcast right now?
I know.
With
we kind of talk like we're on a podcast.
I feel like we're on a podcast.
Yeah, but people like it. Look at all the emojis we're getting flashed with.
I love.
I know.
Yeah. What do we think of Hauser? I think Hauser's a phenomenal cellist.
He's amazing. I mean, both him and Lucas, when they made the 2 cellos, they were an inspiration for tons of generations of cello students out there. Like, all these pieces you heard, a lot of cello students, especially advanced ones, they want to play it. You know, but here's the truth. They definitely play their musics better than everybody else who tries, because there's a reason why they're the ones that arrange those, because it does all the crazy things that those guys have been training their whole lives from the conservatories for. And they're both very, very phenomenal classical musicians, but they're very expressive and passionate. And they're very humble, too, actually, from what I hear from people who've actually gotten to meet them.
I know people who have met Hauser. And is it Hauser or Hauser?
Somebody help us here. Is it Hauser or Hauser? Or Hausier? No, that doesn't sound right either.
I'm sure he gets that all the time, and I should really know. But I know some people who have met him, and they said he was very nice. You know, the style of music videos he's been doing lately, it wouldn't be my aesthetic choice. For those of you who don't know, there's usually a very beautiful woman, shall we say, interacting with him in a very provocative manner. And I get it. It's a storyline. It's a niche. I get that. So it's, you know, it gets people's attention.
Yeah.
I will say that. It's not my cup of tea, but, you know, he found his audience and what works for him. As long as, you know, and they show behind the scenes footage of him having fun with the people on set, and that, you know, that's what matters. So,
I think going off, if you don't mind, with what Carolyn was saying is, because, like, for example, like, for me personally, I feel like when somebody asks, what do you think of this person? Like, I think anybody who's passionate as a musician, and even musicians who are not as high level as, you know, a lot of us, you know, we love collaborating with all kinds of musicians. And I guarantee you, like, Hauser and Lucas, like, if they had the chance to and they had the time to, they would collaborate with people too, because musicians should always share, and, you know, we're all passionate together. So I feel like everybody who's as passionate with music as we are, you know, I love all of them, honestly. So I don't really have any opinions about musicians in that aspect, because we all need to share our gifts and, like, you know, create music together. So
that was very wholesome, Paul.
Yes, I know. Well preached, I know.
That was very wholesome.
Oops.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a beautiful message. Yeah. I do. Yes, you're most welcome.
Of course.
Do we have any more questions? Oh, I also love some of these usernames.
Perfect vocals.
Pragmatic platypus.
Platypuses are so unique creatures.
I love them.
I know, like, they're like a mixture of a duck with fur that looks like from a capybara, and then, like, the feet of, like, a beaver kind of. I don't know, but they're, like, so unique creatures, but they're so cute.
They're dangerous though.
I heard about that.
Because they're venomous.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh man.
Thank you. Sorry, we're like leaning. We're like.
I know.
We're trying to read. But yes. Thank you all so much. I don't. If we see any last minute questions, we'll take them. But thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm sorry for that technical glitch on Instagram. I literally don't know what happened, because we were in the middle of our piece and it said, this live stream is ended. And I go, no, it didn't. I didn't end it. So it must have been an internet thing, but thank you all so much for hanging out with us, chatting with us,
emojing us. Thank you.
Yes, lots of emojis. I love it. And also listening to our program, which we are performing live here in Las Vegas on Sunday. For those of you who might be in the area, the concert's at 3 p.m. at Our Lady of Las Vegas Church. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching us. We, performing and sharing is why we do this. And if you want to learn a little more about our duo, there's a pinned link in the Instagram chat. You can click on that. On YouTube, there's a QR code, and I will also leave up the live stream. Put the link in the comments. Thank you so much. And, if you know someone who might enjoy this kind of genre fusion, feel free to share the YouTube video with people and wish us luck on Sunday. And Paul, I know we're on my channel and everything for this live stream, but please check out Paul's Instagram. It's Taekwon Cello instead of Taekwondo. Paul is a very studious study of Taekwondo. Yes?
Yeah, I've been doing martial arts and cello for 29 years.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, so Taekwon Cello is a good signature for me. And now people are going to ask me, you need to do martial arts with the cello. And I'm still figuring out how I would incorporate that, but that is my goal. That is my goal.
That would be so cool.
Yes.
Yes, Taekwon Cello. Please check him out. If you're not quite sure how to spell that, you can go to my page. There's a concert flyer, and Paul is tagged in that post, so you can check him out there. Thank you all so much.
Thank
Again,
you.
think of us on Sunday when we do this live in Vegas.
Bye.
Bye.